What's up, you guys? All right, if you've been waiting on the sidelines, if you've been thinking, should I buy real estate? Should I sell real estate? Should I wait? Then this is the video for you, because that's the topic I've been thinking about for the last week to 2 weeks. And just as I was thinking about, I got an email from Robert Revkin, who's the CEO of P.P.S, and the email from Robert addressed exactly the talking points that I wanted to have on this video. So what better way to share this information with you than to check out his email and have a discussion about it. And by the way, I want to thank my videographer for this video. If you haven't noticed, we filmed this video a little bit differently. It's filmed entirely on a smartphone with a new gimbal that I got, and my videographer is none other than my 12-year-old son, Maxim. So thank you so much for filming this video. Let's do it. What's up, you guys? Danny Batsalkin here. I'm a real estate broker, business coach, and on today's video, we are going to talk about whether you should buy real estate right now, sell real estate, whether you should wait, whether this is the right time to trade up, and all of those real estate questions that you might be having. Make sure you stay until the end of the video, where I'm going to give you my prediction on the real estate market in 2020 and what you should do if you've been thinking about real estate right now. And hey, if you're already getting value from this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and if you don't already follow me on Instagram, go over there and check it out. I post all kinds of cool stuff every single day. All right, so as I said, when I was thinking about this topic, at that very moment, I got an email from Robert Revkin, who's the CEO of P.P.S, which is where we moved our real estate team earlier this year, and the email addressed exactly what I wanted to talk about on this video. So I want to read you some of these points, and we're going to talk about them on this video. Let's go ahead and rock and roll. So let's check out the first point in the email. So come on a little bit closer and come on over here, and here's what the email says. The first point we want to talk about is right here. It's likely prices will go up because of inflation. After unprecedented government stimulus, expect inflation sooner or later. Real estate is a great hedge against that. All right, so you guys, I completely agree with that. So when the last stimulus package came out, one of the things that I talked about on my videos was that we are going to see inflation sooner rather than later. And with inflation, real estate prices go up, and real estate is a great hedge against inflation. So if you're sitting on the sidelines as a buyer, that is a fantastic reason to buy real estate. Let's go ahead and look at point number 2. So point number 2 for buyers on the sidelines says that interest rates are at historic lows, but don't take that for granted. Requirements and rates will worsen at some point. All right, you guys, so I've been talking about this on a lot of my real estate market update videos. Interest rates are extremely low, and this is the time to take advantage, because if interest rates go up, even if prices come down a little bit, you'll still end up paying more monthly, and you'll end up paying more interest over the life of that loan than if you were to take advantage of that situation right now. So very valid point if you're a buyer that's on the sideline. All right, let's take a look at Robert's point number 3 for buyers on the sideline. And what he says here is that there is real value and comfort in security right now. What matters more to you? Trying to time the bottom of the market, or finding the right home that'll make you and your family feel comfortable and safe during this time? All right, you guys, that is a fantastic question. A lot of people try to time the real estate market. They try to buy right at the bottom. They try to wait and see what they can do. And I will tell you that that is usually a bad idea. It is impossible to time the real estate market. You just never know when you're at the bottom. And when you think you're at the bottom, you're usually already on the way back up. So what you should think about is, if you can find that right property right now, if you could take advantage of those awesome interest rates, then now is a great time to make it happen. All right, let's look at Robert's point number 4 for buyers who might be on the sidelines. And that says, try to avoid the wait and see mentality. Nobody buys at the bottom and knows it. That's actually exactly what I was just talking about. Focus on quality as your priority. The best deal on the best match that meets your needs for years to come. All right, you guys, so this is just a great point about the real estate market. No one knows when it's the bottom. If you find a great house, like I just said, you see value in that property, go ahead and take advantage. We have lots of buyers over the last few weeks and months during this pandemic that are taking advantage of those low interest rates. They're taking advantage of a great time, even though a lot of times there are bidding wars and multiple offers on properties. Our luxury real estate team, Discover Properties, is able to help our buyers win in those bidding wars and buy a fantastic house that is going to meet their needs for many years to come. So those are 4 amazing points if you're a buyer who's on the sidelines, if you've been thinking about buying, if you've been wondering, hey, is this the time? Should I wait? Will the pandemic cause the market to go down? These are all great reasons why now is a great time to take advantage of the market. And by the way, if you'd like to talk about real estate, if this is something that you're interested in, I want to recommend that you go ahead and book a free virtual consultation with our real estate team, Discover Properties. We'll hop on a Zoom call. We'll talk about your goals. We'll see where you are. We'll see what you want to buy or sell, what your status is, and we will help you make it happen if that's an option for you. All right, so now that we've talked about the buying side, let's go ahead and talk about the selling side. So if you have a home that you've been thinking about selling, maybe you want to move into a different area, maybe you're in the city and you want to move into a more rural area, you want more land, maybe you want a better school district, maybe your schools are closed, maybe you're thinking of moving out of state, maybe you've had enough of the politics in your area or the pandemic or whatever it is, and you're thinking of selling and you're thinking is now a great time to do that. Let's see what Robert has to say about selling real estate right now. And by the way, you guys, if you're getting value from this video, I want to ask you one more time, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel to get all of our awesome videos. We do 2 videos a week at least. We're usually interviewing an amazing entrepreneur or person in real estate every week, as well as other real estate, business, and finance topics, because my passion is to help you achieve your goals in real estate, whether you're a buyer, a seller, or a real estate agent. All right, so let's get to Robert's points here on the sales side. So if you're a seller who's been waiting to list, Robert's got 4 points for you. Let's talk about point number 1. Selling in a down market means you can buy in a down market. If you list now, you might sell a bit lower, but you can buy so much more with it. Think of the home and that balcony or home office you can now buy at a discount. All right, you guys, so this is a fantastic point. So if you believe that the market is down right now and you're waiting for the market to go back up in order to sell your property, I want you to think about something. If you're trading up and you sell your home right now, you could take advantage of that down market. You can buy now, and when real estate goes up, your property percentage-wise will actually be worth a lot more than the property you sold. So trading up in a down market is a fantastic thing to do, and I can't tell you over the years how many clients we've had that have actually traded up into a bigger home or a different area or whatever it may be, and have called to thank me because their new home is worth so much more than the old home that they sold. So that is a great point that Robert makes. Let's look at point number 2. Active buyers are more serious than ever before. People have spent the last 5 months realizing the inadequacies of their home. The buyers who are looking right now in the middle of COVID-19 are very motivated to get a transaction done. All right, you guys, so this is such a valid point. You know, the coronavirus pandemic has really changed the way we do real estate. And in Southern California, a lot of homes were shown by appointment already, but today, the number of hoops that buyers have to jump through just to see a property has gone up exponentially. So, you know, before a buyer could just walk into an open house, a buyer could call an agent, come see a property anytime. That is not the case now. These days, a buyer has to be pre-approved. We won't show a listing to anyone who's not pre-approved. They have to fill out and sign a form for entry. They have to put on a mask and all these other things. And so the buyers who are coming to see listings are very serious and they're very motivated. The looky-loos, the nosy neighbors, all those people are gone. They're not coming to see properties. And so that is a huge benefit when you're selling, because the people that come see your home are motivated, they're ready to go, they want to buy, and so it just creates a very good way of selling real estate. In fact, I have to tell you that I hope that it stays like that forever in terms of all of the things that buyers need to do to come see a listing. All right, so great point by Robert. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 3. Okay, number 3, for sellers waiting to list. What it says here is price so that the market chases you up, not down. If you don't price correctly, chances are buyers will not bid and they may not even view. Okay, you guys, so let's talk about pricing for a little bit. I have always been a huge proponent of pricing property aggressively. And there is no more important time to do that than now. So again, before, this is pre-coronavirus, pre-pandemic, maybe you could price your home aspirationally above the market. You could kind of see what happens and then you could start adjusting your price down. That is no longer the case because, like I said earlier, in today's market, if a buyer thinks your property is overpriced, they're not even going to look at it. They're never going to call. They're just going to move on to the next property. They don't want to waste their time because there's a lot they have to do to come see your home. So in today's market, you have to price your property aggressively so that buyers are interested, so that they can bid and you can get top market price for your home. Now, having a great real estate team on your side to help you do that, of course, is super important. I will share with you that the last few listings we've put on the market have all received multiple offers and have sold at or above the asking price because of the way, or partly because of the way, we have priced those homes. All right, let's take a look at the last reason. If you're a seller and you've been waiting to list, number 4 says, we don't know what the future holds. Don't take this buyer demand for granted. This unprecedented year is far from over. The election and ongoing pandemic could freeze real estate activity again, making it harder to sell afterwards. And if your home may require some home improvement services to shine, it's time to take advantage of this moment when we know that contractors are still allowed inside a home. All right, you guys. So again, this is a super important point. I mean, look, we always think that, good times will last forever. We pessimistically a lot of times think bad times will last longer than they do. What I have to tell you is right now, we know that the real estate market is doing really well in almost all segments. If you're a seller who's been on the fence, who's been waiting to list, now's a great time to do it. We don't know what will happen in the future. We may have another complete lockdown. We may not allow contractors in homes. Interest rates may go up. There's a lot of things that could happen. And so take advantage right now. And by the way, as to one of Robert's last points, which is about needing improvements for your home, I will tell you that we have an amazing program at Compass called Compass Concierge that we have utilized a lot. And what that program does is allows you to do improvements to your home, to get your property staged, to prepare it really well for sale, all under a 0% program. And Compass will front that money through a third-party lender, and you can pay it back at the end of closing. That is an amazing program that allows us to present properties in their best light. All right, you guys, so there you have it. 4 reasons why you should take a look at buying or selling real estate right now if you've been on the sidelines. And you guys, if you want to talk about this more, I want to invite you to head on over to discoverproperties.com. You can book a free confidential consultation. If you're a buyer or seller, we'll hop on a Zoom call. We'll chat with you about your real estate goals, and we'll see if there's something we can do to help you out with whatever those goals are. All right, so at the beginning of this video, I promised you that I would give you my real estate market prediction for 2020. And here it goes, you guys. So the market right now is extremely hot. All of our listings, when they're priced well, when they're presented for sale well, they are getting multiple offers. So it's an awesome thing. So if you're a seller, take advantage of that right now. And if you're a buyer, you guys, those low interest rates are an amazing thing, and I highly advise you to take advantage of those as well. So here's what I think is going to happen. So leading up to the election, I believe there's going to be a tiny bit of a slowdown in activity. There usually is, but those low interest rates are going to continue to fuel that market. And I believe we are going to continue to see an increase in the real estate market through the end of this year. Now, 2021, 2022, there are a couple of risks that we all should know about. The risk that the forbearances and the deferments might come back, the risk that interest rates might go up, and we may see a little bit of a market decline in the coming couple of years. But I don't think it's going to be significant. It's not going to be anything like 06, 07, 08, which is when I started in real estate. That was fueled by something completely different. I don't think we're going to see that. So if you've been on the sidelines, if you've been thinking about buying or selling, now is a great time to take advantage. All right, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in to this video. Thanks for being a subscriber to the channel. If you're not yet a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to check out all of the new videos we have every week. If you haven't hit that like button, smash it now so that YouTube shows this video to more people. I also want to recommend you check out these two other videos that I think you might like, and I will see you on the next